So let's rewind to the start of this trip, the one that was supposed to be all about fresh air, s'mores, and catching fish for breakfast. Garrett had just turned 12 a few weeks earlier. He'd been camping before, but this wasn't exactly his wheelhouse. He was still new to it all. His dad, Kevin, would later describe him as innocent, without any hardness of the world. Just a sweet, good-natured kid looking forward to a few days in the woods with his scout troop and his dad. The two of them lived in Elk Ridge, Utah, and they were out on a Boy Scout trip with 18 other scouts and 6 or 7 adults. They'd arrived on Thursday, August 19th, and they were planning to head home on Saturday. It was going to be just a short little getaway. On the morning of Friday, August 20th, Garrett and Kevin woke up early to do some father-son fishing. They made their way down to a peaceful little lake called Kuberant, nestled in the Uinta Mountains, while the rest of the group stayed up at their campsite, about 150 to maybe 250 feet up the hill. The kind of distance where you can yell to someone and they can still hear you clearly. It wasn't far. Garrett was wearing his usual gear and carrying a little fishing pole. But as kids do, he got excited, he lost his footing, and he ended up stepping right into the lake, just enough to soak his shoes, socks, and pants. So he told his dad he was going to go head back up to camp for a quick change. He didn't want to sit around in wet clothes while waiting for a fish to bite. He told his dad, Kevin, "I'll be right back." The plan was to change and then come right back down to keep fishing. Kevin wasn't worried. They'd already walked that same short trail multiple times. It was a well-established path that connected right to the camp and even to a road just a quarter mile away. Kevin even watched Garrett walk up, calling out reminders, pointing towards the path that would lead him straight up to the camp. It wasn't risky and it wasn't remote. It was just a short walk. But 20 minutes passed and Garrett hadn't come back. At first, Kevin probably figured he'd gotten distracted. Maybe he stopped to chat with the other scouts and maybe he decided to grab a snack. But when Kevin made his way up to the camp to check in, he was hit with that gut-sinking realization. Garrett wasn't there. Worse, no one had seen him. Not one of the other scouts, not a single adult. That short walk, the one they'd done before, Garrett never arrived. Cue panic.